Nagbabalik ang PTV Sports at ngayong araw makakasama natin ang bagong Philippine Sports Commission Chairperson, Mr. Pato Gregorio, isang veterano sa sports leadership. Sa ilalim ni Pangulong Ferdinand R. Marcos Jr., naging priority ang pagpapalakas ng sports sa bagong Pilipinas. Sa pamumuno ni Chairperson Gregorio, inaasahang lalawak pa ang mga ito para sa mas matibay at inklusibong sports development. Welcome to the program, Chairperson Patrick.
Thank you, thank you. Ano lang, mas maganda Chairperson Pato.
Pato, okay.
Mas maganda yun.
Okay po. Sir, maraming salamat po for your time this morning. Unahin ko na po yung question natin. Last year, sa SONA po ng ating presidente, nabanggit po niya ang revival of grassroots and sports for all programs. Chairperson Pato, paano mo i-assess yung impact ng leadership ni PBBM sa progreso ng Philippine sports, particular na sa grassroots development?
Well, talagang very exciting, when you have a president like President Marcos who leads the development of sports in the country. Yung itinataguyod niya, pinag-uusapan, talagang minomotivate yung mga national athletes, hindi pwedeng mabagal tayo sa pag-implement. Hindi pwedeng nagtiteka-teka tayo. Meaning, ibig sabihin, yan yung kasabihan sila, we have to hit the ground running. Kasi sinabi na ng mahal na Pangulo So ang importante, makita ng lahat ng tao na tama nga naman, let's develop sports kasi ang sports gives you a healthy nation, a healthy citizenry. So kung yung mga batang yan, imbis na nagsi-cellphone, lumabas ka at you take up a sport. So ako, I am very happy bilang chairman ng PSC and sinisigurado ko na talagang itataguyod natin ito.
Chairperson Pato, sa ilalim din ni Pangulong Marcos, nakita natin yung malakas na pagbabalik ng grassroots sports, like palarong pambansa. And apart from that, meron tayong PSC-led na programs tulad ng Batang Pinoy, the Philippine National Games, yung Indigenous Peoples Games played a vital role in the athlete discovery, of course, and sports inclusion. Meron ka bang mga plano para palakasin pa at i-expand itong mga key national events moving forward?
Yes, marami tayong plano dyan. Thank you for asking that question. Kasi kung i-drawing mo yan, kung kumuha ka ng papel at i-drawing mo, makikita mo may gaps, may putol yan. Parang marami lang siya, palarong pambansa, Batang Pinoy, Indigenous Games, papunta sa elite program. Pero makikita natin, may gap yan. Kumbaga ba sa ngipin na may butas, kailangan pastahan yan. So what am I trying to say? Nung plina-plot natin yung programs na yan, ang talagang totoong pinagsisimulan ng atleta, hindi naman palarong pambansa. Ang totoong pinagsisimulan yan, interbarangay. Hindi ba? Yung magpapaalam ka sa magulang mo, Tay, may laro ako sa interbarangay. Yan ang simula niyan. Kasi pag nakuha ka sa palarong pambansa, magaling ka na Hindi ba? So, ibig sabihin, gap, interbarangay gap, pagtibayin natin yan. Kasama natin dyan yung DILG, Secretary John Vic Remulla. Nag-usap na kami niyan. Idikit mo ngayon sa school sports. Di ba? Kasi yung interbarangay, school sports, kailangan yung mga eskwelahan, public and private schools, tinutuloy nila yung programa kasi doon sila mamimili ng palarong pambansa. Hindi ba? So kausap na rin natin si Secretary Sani Angara. At sinabi natin, tulungan ko ho kayo. Sabi ko kay Yusek Garma, tulungan ko ho kayo. Plot ho nating mabuti to para i-connect natin. After palarong pambansa, meron kang Batang Pinoy. Para naman doon sa mga hindi nakasali sa palarong pambansa at yung mga hindi rin nakakapag-aral. So nandun yung Ngayon, pagpunta mong kolehiyo, ang dami ng sport na wala.
Yes po.
Di ba? Wala yung weightlifting. Wala yung gymnastics. Wala yung golf. Nawawala na siya. So ngayon, puspusan ng ginagawa ko to talk to our friends in UAAP, NCAA, kausapin natin ng CESAFI, kausapin natin dun sa batay mga prisa, para makonect natin yung gap, papunta sa elite. Yun yung sinasabi natin, we have to connect the sports value chain. Pag na-break yan, nawawala sa landas. Kausap ko ngayon mga kaibigan natin sa NCAA, UAAP. Sinabi nila, yung mga mahusay mag-gymnastics pagbata, alam mo saan pumupunta? Sa cheer dance. So when you introduce in the UAAP and the NCAA gymnastics, babalik lang uli yan. So meron ka ng cheer dance, meron kang gymnastics. Yun ang kailangan natin gawin.
Nadadivert po. No? So it's a comprehensive program.
Exactly.
Yes po, kasi yun nga din po yung napansin ko. Bilang isang atleta, after palarong pambansa hanggang high school, ano yun yung susunod? Wala tayo nun for college.
Exactly.
So it's a really good platform po. At
Yes.
sana ma-move forward natin yan, lalo na para sa mga atleta nating, marami tayong mga athletes from the south, from the provinces, na hindi nabibigyan pa ng pagkakataon to shine in their respective events.
Yeah.
No?
Having said that, ituloy ko na yung kwento kasi para maintindihan nila na this is a very exciting program. Dahil utos to ng presidente, when I came in, I saw an audit report from Malacanang that says, Philippine Sports Commission, why don't you have regional training centers outside of Metro Manila? Which is very, very true. Talagang, ako nga, kinalibutan eh. Oo nga naman, di ba? So when I go to Baguio, I see boxers as young as 14 years old, pinull out na natin sa Cagayan de Oro, pinull out na natin sa Bago, pinull out na natin sa mga probinsya nila. 13, 14 years old. Hindi ba dapat ang Philippine Sports Commission, dahil inutos ng Malacanang, inutos ni Presidente, let's put up regional training centers, maybe one in Northern Mindanao, Southern Mindanao, Eastern Visayas, Western Visayas, Northern Luzon, Southern Luzon. Doon sila mag-training, dalhan natin sila ng coach, pagandahin natin yung equipment. When they become truly elite, ayan, dito na kayo. But by the time you're 16, 17. Pero yung grassroots development, kinonect na natin.
Yes. Ilang programa lang po ang alam ko na may ganyan na proseso. Ngayon, isa na nga po yung Dragon Boat. Last time, nakakausap po natin si Miss Len Escoliante of the Dragon Boat team. May regional siya. Tinatap niya yung mga LGUs to, get and discover more athletes para sa sport na ito.
Yeah, mahusay ang programa ni President Len sa Dragon Boat. That's why ang strength niyan, kinulab ko yan. Nag-collaborate kami with rowing eh. Kaya si rowing merong training center sa Ternate yan. Yung learn to row. Because you are not allowed to enter La Mesa and row because restricted eh. So kailangan elite ka lang. Paano yung gusto matuto? Nandun sila sa Maragondon. Nandun sila, dadalhin natin sila sa Siargao. There's a new pasingit lang to kasi very excited ako rito. There is a new sport in rowing called beach sprint. You run, you ride the boat, harapin mo yung waves, you run again. Olympic sport na yan, SEA Games sport na yan, Asian Games sport na yan. Nasaan yung training center? Siargao. Why? Who are the best boat riders sa malakas na alon? Hindi ba yung surfers?
Yes.
So tomorrow, I'm flying to Siargao to meet with the good governor of Surigao, Governor Lindon. Yan ang pag-uusapan namin. Surfing, beach sprint, Dragon Boat, etc.
Very exciting po yan. Sana po ay maibalita nyo yan sa amin, Chair,
I will.
para ma-share naman natin sa ating mga teammates dito. Pero sure, na-mention mo kanina, you did an auditing. Si Pangulong Ferdinand Marcos allotted 1.1 billion invested in sports. Ngayon, how will you ensure na yung momentum na to masustain? Ano pa yung plano mo to allocate future funding para naman mas lalo pang mag-benefit yung mga atleta natin?
Number one, yung welfare, athletes' welfare. A few weeks ago, we gave them the 5,000 peso across the board. Na-realize namin na a lot of athletes, if you don't have a medal, you earn 10,200. Saan naman pupunta yun sila? Kawawa naman, di ba? And ginawa natin talaga ng paraan yan with the support of the commissioners of the PSC. We approved right away. That 10 million pesos a month benefits 2,000 people. 2,000 people, 1,800 athletes, 200 coaches. At pinag-aaralan natin ngayon kung paano natin lalagyan ng program na magkaroon na tayo ng National Youth Program. Kasi ngayon, puro elite tayo. Pero ang dami nang nakaabang na youth eh. When will we ever give them a chance? Kung ako ang magulang, hirap kami sa buhay, why will I encourage my young boy to take up the sport na ako pang mag-aabono, hirap na nga ako sa buhay? That has to be part of the PSC's role. That has to be part of the PSC's program. Yan ang gagawin natin.
Pero Chair, kwento ko lang sa'yo, with the number of national athletes na nakatrabaho ko at nakakwentuhan ko, more than, the money na kailangan nila, it's the passion really that, drives them to continue training, to continue competing, kahit na alam nila na may pagkukulang o kailangan pa nila ng suporta.
Sa tagal ko sa sports, no? I've been Secretary General of Basketball, boxing, rowing, almost 20 years na yan. Mas importante sa akin that before they fight and before they compete, wala silang problema sa pamilya. Wala silang problema sa sarili nila. You cannot compete well when alam mo na may nagugutom na kapamilya. So ako, pamilya nila, pamilya nila, bago ang sarili nilang mag-compete. So ako, pamilya ko, bayan ko. That is not difficult. If we know how to bridge the gap and mawala yung mga kumbaga ba kuro-kuro or yung bigat ng damdamin dahil may problema si nanay, may problema si tatay.
Pero Chairman, ang masasabi mo, dahil sa mga atleta na nakakapag-uwi ng gold medal at recognition nitong mga nakaraang Olympics, nakaraang Asian Games, maraming bata ang nai-inspire at nai-motivate to become an athlete. Why? But they are driven because of the money that these athletes are getting.
Yes, definitely. Ina-idolize nila and talagang driven. And dapat lang maging driven. You know, a few days ago, the weightlifting youth team visited my office in PSC. 8 medalists they arrived from Kazakhstan. Parang 21 under. 4 golds, 3 golds, silvers, bronze. 8 sila. Tinanong ko isa-isa, taga saan ka? Sambuanga po, ikaw, Sambuanga po, ikaw, Sambuanga po. 6 out of 8, Sambuanga. So bakit Sambuanga? Because of Fidelin Diaz.
Yes.
Right?
Yes.
Sa baseball, tanungin mo sila, Tanawan, Batangas, Tanawan, Batangas, Tanawan, Batangas. So what am I trying to say? Kasama rin sa program natin yan. As chairman, can I entice, maybe subsidize, and then motivate the LGUs, the governors, and the congressmen to understand that the success of the sports program is by adopting a particular sport. One province, adopt a sport. Because when you adopt that sport at nandun lahat ng kabataan, mas maganda yung funding for the equipment, mas focused yung coaching. I'm not saying bawal na yung ibang sport. What I'm saying, kung anong favorite sport nyo, yun. So many years ago, when we won the bronze medal in Barcelona and din kay Mansueto Velasco, taga saan ba lahat ng boxers? Taga Bago City.
Yes.
Ngayon, taga saan ang kalaramihan ng baseball? Batangas. Pag tinanong kung bakit, pumunta ka sa Batangas, lahat ng open field, baseball field. Diba? Pumunta ka sa Zamboanga, 150, 200 weightlifters. Unbelievable, right?
Yes.
So if we can identify, sabihin na lang natin, 50 provinces adopting a sport. Tutulong si PSC, tutulong ang mahal nilang congressman, tutulong si governor. Then na-cover mo na lahat ng sports sa Olympic.
Totoo po. At ang maganda pa, right after the pandemic, Chair, yung mga LGU, they started going back and, opening and organizing different sporting events within the country. At in the last palarong pambansa, Western Visayas, yun kasi yun na talagang tumatak sa akin na umangat sa maraming sport division, elementary at saka high school division. So, Western Visayas, Bacolod, Iloilo region, talagang pinapalakas nila yung sports. At I've been in Iloilo for the last couple of months. And nabanggit ko lang, Pasig City. It's one of the cities na talaga namang sobrang supportive ng LGU doon under Mayor Stephen Palmares. Talagang bilib ako. Volleyball, basketball, sepak takraw, motorcycling, lahat na. So these are, I believe, the best people na talagang dapat makipag-tie up sa PSC.
Definitely. I've been to Pasig, no? Naglaro minsan dyan yung school team ko, yung UP. So nakita ko na yan. Nakita ko yung program nila dyan. Nakita ko yung program sa Bacolod with Congressman Albi, Mayor Gregorio Sataya, former Mayor Monico Pentebella. They're putting up their new Coliseum. Nandun ako sa palarong pambansa. Nakita ko yung ginawa ni Govmat.
Right.
Nakita ko yung bagong Candon Coliseum. Soon I will visit din yung Chavit Coliseum. So, pag plinat natin yan, when your Coliseum, lagyan mo ngayon ng regional training centers na nandun ang mga weights room, nandun yung mga equipment for their particular sport. It will proliferate very, very fast. Now, lagyan mo ng coach, lagyan mo ng guidance, lagyan mo ng budget. Then, before you know it, Ayan na.
Yun na yung keys eh. Yun yung keys. Pero now, Chair, President Marcos has always pushed for sports to be an inclusive and unifying force. How do you plan to promote inclusivity and the broader participation in sports under your leadership?
Well, I have always believed, no, tagal akong officer ng MVP Sports Foundation, tagal akong corporate person under the group of Mr. Chairman Pangilinan. And we have always believed, sports is a great equalizer. Hindi ba? Walang mahirap, walang mayaman sa sports. Ang Pilipino masaya, di ba? Ang atleta masaya. Gawin mong masaya atleta, mananalo, ang Pilipino masaya. Hindi ba? Kaya yung bagong program ko sa BSC, Happy, H-A-P-I. Happy ang atletang Pinoy. O, di ba?
Yes,
Ayos
totoo
ba?
po.
Bago yun,
Yeah, maganda. Maganda, happy at maraming ibig sabihin yan, Chair. Nabanggit mo na nga kanina with yung recent na 5,000 monthly allowance increase ng ating mga atleta. Ano pang other financial or welfare support na plano mong i-implement?
Well, that 5,000 is, if you compute that is 60,000 per year. Napakalaking dagdag sa isang buhay ng isang atleta at kanilang pamilya. Nire-review natin ngayon yung allowances nga for the youth. Sooner than later, we will implement yung bagong mga catering services para hindi na lumabas yung atleta at bumili ng pagkain across the street. Baka kung ano pa mangyari dyan, gabi na, o umuulan, di ba? So, pinapaspasan natin lahat yan. So, basta sa akin, yung welfare ng atleta, isa sa pillar yan ng pagiging chairman ko. Isa sa pillar siya. So, ano lang yan, para malinaw. Hindi naman marami eh. Kasi 3 years tayo rito. Athletes welfare, facilities upgrade and facilities management that includes regional training centers, hindi ba? And sports tourism. Because I believe na mapupromote mo yung Pilipinas kung mag-host ka ng sporting events, but at the same time, it is actually cheaper than bringing all these athletes abroad. Let them compete here and let the Filipino people enjoy.
Totoo po yan. At syempre sana at makaging partner kami para maipamahagi ang magandang balita niya lalo na sa ating mga atletang Pinoy.
Siyempre naman.
Yes po. Chairman, ano naman po ang short-term and long-term goals ninyo as the chairperson of PSC? How do you see the role of President Marcos ongoing para matulungan kayong ma-achieve lahat ng ito?
Sa akin, wala naman po akong tigil sa pag-develop ng short-term programs, no? Very clear po ang talagang sinabi ni Pangulo, take care of the athletes and improve the facilities, di ba? Yan po talagang tinataguyod natin yan. So yung allowances, yung food and nutrition, yung training programs, yung participation. This December, we will send the biggest delegation to the Southeast Asian Games, 1,600. Yan po ay pinag-usapin namin ng POC President Bambol Tolentino. Why am I for it? Bakit ko iniisip magastos ba ito, wag na lang? Or padala natin? Ako po pabor. Bakit po? Yan na nga lang ang pinaka-first step sa international competition ng isang atleta. Pagbabawal mo pa, magdadalawang isip ka pa. When can they ever compete? When will they develop the skill? When will they develop the confidence na kaya ko tong Thai na to, kaya ko tong Vietnamese na to? Give them the chance, expose them. Kasi doon mo masasala kung sino talaga pwede for the next level, Asian Games, and then the Olympics and the World Championships. So, 1-6, then that is if that is not the proof that President Marcos really supports Philippine sports, hindi ko na alam kung ano pa. Yan. Why? We just average 300, 500. Pinakamalaki yata natin, 800. Now it doubles. Why? To give all these athletes an opportunity to perform and to compete against their Southeast Asian counterparts.
Yes, ang sarap naman pakinggan. But meron pa po ba kayong plano paano pa i-strengthen yung mga partnerships? Kanina nabanggit niyo po yung partnerships with the different LGUs, different institutions like CHED, like DEX, and of course, yung private sector, something na talagang ini-encourage ng ating Pangulo. Nabanggit niyo kanina, Chair, yung bagong facility sa Baguio na dinonate sa PSC.
Well, yes. Nung tayo ni-appoint nung July 1, nung inikot natin lahat ng facilities, Rizal, PhilSports, talagang very bad state, I must say. But nandiyan naman yung budget na pwedeng ilaan to improve all these facilities immediately. Diba? Nandiyan po ang kasama natin, ang katulong natin ng PAGCOR. Napakalaking tulong. Nandiyan po ang PCSO. Nandiyan po ang Customs. para tumulong. So, lahat po yan nagbibigay ng contribution to Philippine sports. It is now my responsibility to assure them and to show them and to show the President and to show the Filipino people that I'm taking care of this fund. And nakalaan sa tamang paraan at tamang programa. So yan ang ginagawa ko. So yung pag-rehab, para kailangan maramdaman rin ng taong bayan yan, di ba? So nire-review namin, ano ba ang mga pwedeng facilities na pwede nating i-share sa mga citizens at sa mga school varsities. Kasi hindi naman 24/7 mag-training ang national athlete.
Yes.
So baka pwede naman nating pag-aralan. So maybe in the next few days, in the next few weeks, we will do that. Mabalik lang tayo sila sa Baguio. Yung Baguio, they had, PSC Baguio, they had a 40-year-old gym equipment there. May nagpunta ng national boxing team ng Japan doon. Ang nirasunan lang ng mga dati nating kasama, under renovation yung gym. Pero that was the actual gym. Pag pumunta ka dun sa barbell, sa weights, makikita mo, may nakalagay gintong alay. Pinatago ko na nga eh. Ilalagay talaga natin sa sports museum natin yon. Kasi bakal pa. The weights now, heavy ano na yan, di ba? Plastic na yan, para pag hindi na maingay pag binuhat mo. So, ibig sabihin, last July 25, the MVP Sports Foundation donated close to 3 million in world-class facilities.
Wow.
World-class curved treadmill, weights, and everything that you've got. Ngayon, yung 35 na boxers natin, nandun na. Happy na sila. Ang isusunod natin dyan, yung track and field oval, tsaka yung football field sa Baguio. In cooperation and in collaboration with the good Secretary of Education, Sani Angara. Kasi sportsman rin si Sexani
Yes, yes.
So sabi ko nga, I will not miss this chance. I will really not miss this chance.
Definitely po. It's a really good start, lalo na marami din tayong national athletes na nasa Baguio.
Yes, more than 200.
Yes, ang dami nila doon, and I've met some of them, at talaga naman pag talagang atleta ka, iba yung drive, iba yung passion eh. Pero do you have any other plans on how to, ensure na itong mga atleta natin ay patuloy na magsashine sa international stage? Any other programs that you're planning to help them reach that Olympic level performance?
Well, ano yan? They present to us a work program every year, no? Tapos pinag-aaralan natin yung gaps, yung nabi-break yung value chain. Isa, sa gagawin natin by 2026, pinapasubmit lang po natin yung mga NSAs, is a national championship per sport. What do I mean by a national championship per sport? Huwag po natin i-bundle under one 3, 4-day, 5-day event. Diba? Bakit po? Para maging proud yung mga LGU partners natin. So when we have a national championship in basketball, in football, in chess, in weightlifting, and sepak takraw, ang ilalagay mo ngayon dyan yung probinsya nila. Diba? It's a PSC organized national championship program per sport. Anong month yan? Saang lugar yan? Then we organize it. If you have 50, 60 national championships, then everybody will be so busy. But more than that, you give them an opportunity to represent their LGU.
Right.
Yung emotional attachment ng Pilipino,
Iba,
grabe yan.
opo.
Iba laban dyan.
Totoo.
So bigyan kita ng example. Maglaban sa football, Bacolod versus, kunyari lang, Iloilo. Palagay mo,
Mahirap na yan.
palagay mo, hindi puno yan.
Yeah, puno
Diba?
yan, opo,
Now,
definitely.
What is now, because my background is also marketing, what is now the benefit of this? We let this youth play, we let them compete, dapat viable sa mga nanonood. Why? Because ang plano po natin dyan, we want the NSAs to start earning money so they can manage their own funds.
Right.
So that every year when they have a national championship, they collect funds, they generate sponsors, and they have money to pursue their programs. Hindi lang po nakaasa sa Philippine Sports Commission. Partner na tayo.
Yes. It all boils down talaga sa grassroots development and partnerships with the LGU to make it happen.
That's
Isa po
correct.
talaga nga susi yan. And finally po, Chair, ano pong mensahe nyo sa ating Pangulong Marcos for his unwavering support sa ating mga atletang Pilipino at syempre sa Philippine sports, and anong commitment ang pwede mong maibigay on the foundation his administration has set?
Well, of course, gusto ko pong magpasalamat kay Presidente Marcos. Talagang kitang-kita ko po yung kanyang dedikasyon, tsaka talagang yung instruction na suportahan ng atletang Pilipino at ang mga coaches and national players. Dapat lang na binigyan niya ako ng talagang tiwala na i-manage itong Philippine Sports Commission, talagang 24/7 job to. Walang Sabado at Linggo rito. Walang baha, walang kung ano mang
Bagyo.
ulan. Kailangan, I will take care of my athletes. Pangako ko naman po kay Presidente yan when I assumed office. And hindi po ako titigil, hindi po kami titigil sa commission because it is a responsibility to make Philippine Sports Commission a professional, talagang admired commission. And I will make sure, sayang naman po yung almost 30 years ko sa corporate life kung hindi ko magagawa yan in the next 3 years. Kaya po ba namin? Yes. With the 350 men and women of the Philippine Sports Commission, talagang sabay-sabay po nating pagtutuunan ng pansin yan. And all of that because we see the support of our President Bongbong.
Maraming salamat po, Chairman. At marami ang hopeful talaga at excited na ngayon ay ikaw ay nailuklok sa posisyon na yan with your experience sa sports, lalo na malaki ang siguradong maiaambag mo sa ating Philippine sports. Thank you so much for your time.
Thank you. Thank you for the opportunity. Mabuhay ang PTV4.
Maraming salamat po. At syempre, yan po ang ating nag-iisang chairperson, Pato, Gregorio. Teammates, huwag kayong bibitiw dahil magbabalik pa ang PTV Sports.